How's it, Indian Cowboy, docsports.com. Rune Sheep here, coming at you on Monday, February 27th, as we get this video to you around this time. We didn't do a video for you yesterday, but we did have a free pick winner for you on Saturday when we got your video on the Grizzlies. Hopefully, we'll get you a nice free pick winner for you today. We have a couple of your selection today is going to be a little different than what you realize. It's going to be between Florida Gulf Coast and the Queens in college basketball. I'm going to give 4 YouTube premium thoughts today. Normally I'd have 6 thoughts for you, but I'm giving 4 YouTube premium thoughts today because we didn't do one yesterday. So I'm giving 2 YouTube premium selections as well as 2 different leans. And those games, and that's on YouTube premium, and that is between Montana State, Eastern Washington, Miami and Philadelphia in the NBA, Nevada, Wyoming in college basketball, and Orlando and the Pelicans. And then the remaining selections that you're going to receive today is the Florida Gulf Coast and Queens, Baylor, Oklahoma State, West Virginia, Iowa State, and Boston and New York. In just a second. Hello, I'm Indian Cowboy. This is Doc Sports. Indian Cowboy has been around for 19 years. The algorithms of Indian Cowboy. Doc Sports has been around for 53 years. I have a doctorate and a master's in Biostatistics. That's how these algorithms work. Our best selections are over at docsports.com under Rune Shiva. Our next best selections are our YouTube premium selections where we give you 2 extra thoughts every single day. Sort of our teaching channel, how to look at ball games more in depth, and kind of teach you how to fish as well and how to look at ball games. So, it's a popular teaching channel, so be sure to jump on that. Our final best selections are our free picks and leans, which is the video that you're watching here now every day that we try to do it, and free $60 for the premium selections, as well as the link to how to get to YouTube Premium in the comment section below as well. Hold on one second. In the comment section. And if you want even more content, be sure to hop on to our Twitter, has our consensus reports, our trends on late night ball games, and our hot takes on sports as well. So, what do I need to tell you? What's up in our neck of the woods? Well, we went 2-0 in basketball yesterday. We won the NBA with the Blazers. We won in college basketball as well. We gave you Stanford over Washington. Hopefully, we'll pick up another winner today between FSU and Florida State. UNC and Florida State. And we are on a 23-14 run for plus 42.20 in college basketball. We were on a bit of a dip, but I have a feeling that we're going to go on a run this week. We always pick it up well in March Madness, 8 of 10 winning March Madnesses. Need to pick up a win here between Detroit and Charlotte, and I think we can make a run in the NBA in the second half. And it just takes us a win or 2, and the next thing you know, we'll start stepping out. And similar to what we did in college basketball, we can post 12 wins in a row real fast. So it's kind of always been our mojo. Kind of stay the course and then hit that big run, and then that's how we kind of always done it. So 4-unit selection on Monday between the Blackhawks and the Ducks. Nice winner yesterday on the Predators run line plus the 160. It was a 6-2 win for the Predators. Hopefully we'll win our soccer selection today. Nice 2-0 weekend in the MMA as well for plus 780. The top play 7-unit selection got postponed, but nice 2-0 weekend there. All right, let's get your free play selection today. I like Queens minus the points here. I think there's some value here in Queens. Queens is much better than what people realize. You can find, I think I saw a 2.5 earlier today on Queens. They're facing Florida Gulf Coast. This is Queen. Yeah, they're facing Florida Gulf Coast. I like Queens minus the 2 over Florida Gulf Coast. I know people like Florida Gulf Coast just because they're a more well-known team. But the funny thing about Queens is that they've been around 1 year. They're 17-14, and Coach Grant Leonard has been a really good coach. I mean, for a program in its first year to win and have a winning record in the ASUN is pretty wild. This team only lost to Nebraska by 10 points. Watch out for this guy in Grant Leonard, a good coach. I mean, he came out of nowhere. So he's obviously coached them pretty hard, and it's quite impressive. But this is a team that lost to George Mason by just 7. It's a team that beat Marshall earlier this year, who's a top 80 team. They come off back-to-back losses to Liberty, and that's why I like them. It's a team that beat Kennesaw State on the road. I think coming off back-to-back losses to the same team is going to motivate this team. Top 115 in offense. Florida Gulf Coast is not a bad team at all. Florida Gulf Coast, of course, has their former coach is now the head coach of Andy Enfield's head coach of USC. Remember when they made that Cinderella dance run? However, the thing about Florida Gulf Coast is, this is a team that is outside the top 200 in rebounding. They're not a big team. They're outside the top 200 in blocks as well. And I think the difference here is I think the Queens might end up winning this game. It's a team that can step up when they need to. They've kind of stumbled into the tournament here. They beat Florida Gulf Coast by 2 points early this year, so I understand Florida Gulf Coast has revenge. But I still like Queens. I think they're the better team. So Queens -2. Also a lean on the under between Oklahoma State here and Baylor. I think both these teams have to play better defense. Number 10 on the road here, number 10 ranked team in the country on the road here against the 16-13 Oklahoma State team. Baylor beat this team by 16 points last time, so I think that'll make Oklahoma State play better revenge. Baylor won by 9 points against Texas. Baylor has lost the last 2 road games, though. Oklahoma State has lost the last 4 in a row. I like the under here. You can't take Oklahoma State because they're just not as good as Baylor, but at the same time, they're a desperate team that's lost several in a row. And the under is 4-1 for Baylor in the last 5 road games as well. Like the under. I also like the under between West Virginia and Iowa State. West Virginia won by 5 points last time, and Iowa State has revenge coming in. West Virginia played great against Kansas, only lost by 2 points at Kansas. Iowa State has lost 3 in a row. They're 8-8 in conference play. Do they really lose 4 in a row here? The last game went to 145 points between these two teams, and I think this game will be different. West Virginia is playing hard. Iowa State is a top 10 defense who's desperate. The under makes sense here. The under is 5-0 for the Cyclones coming off an ATS loss. Finally, I like Boston and New York over. I think it's going to be a higher scoring game. No Jaylen Brown in this game. I think he's supposed to be out for personal reasons. New York beat this team in overtime last time on the road, so Boston has the revenge. But New York's playing exceptionally well right now. The Knicks are fully healthy. And I think with Jaylen Brown out, I think Boston steps up offensively, and I think New York's going to be a good active dog, and they're playing really well. The over is 5-2 for the Knicks when they face winning teams. So there you have it. And YouTube Premium, of course, 4 selections. And I'll see YouTube Premium in just 5 minutes. These videos are going to be a little longer these days. This is going to be a podcast. Tomorrow I'll probably have 6 leans for you, but I enjoy putting out more content for you. We have a really good team, and I don't mind sharing that extra content. Hope you find it useful. Please take a moment to like and subscribe, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Indian Cow, working hard for you every single day.